Hey team, welcome back. Brendan here. We're going to jump in today and deal with one topic that I get asked about a lot, and that is how to calculate your cost of goods sold correctly. For anybody new, cost of goods sold, or COGS as you'll see for short, is the cost of the stock used to produce a meal on your menu. As a percentage against the sale price of your item, we usually say somewhere between 15 to 25% is a really good range. That gives you leeway in case there's any fluctuation in price of stock, whether your trading location costs more or less, and it just allows you to know how much you're making off each meal that you serve during the day. So I'm not going to sit in front of the camera and talk at you today. I'm going to run through our cost of goods template that is going to be available down in the comments. Just hit the link, fill in the form, and it'll be there for you ready to go. It is one that we give to every business. It's one that we use through all our businesses to know exactly where our cost of goods sold was for every item on our menu. It is very simple. You'll see that as I run through it. It is one of the many templates that we have available. If you need them, you can access them either through our Facebook page or also just email and ask, and I can always send it back to you. Let's get into it. If you want more content on getting your business started or making it more profitable, hit subscribe and turn the notifications on so you know every time a new video is uploaded to help your business. Okay, cost of goods sold. Let's get into this. As you can see, we've got a ridiculous amount of templates and calculators that you can have access to. Links are down in the description, so jump down there and have a look if there's anything that you think could be beneficial to your business. But let's get into it. So we're going to go cost of goods sold here. Okay. So there's three tabs at the bottom of the cost of goods sold here. We've got the weekly cost of goods sold, which will give you your figure at the end. We've got a recipe card, which is the blank version, and then an example on how to use it. So we'll start over here in the example. This recipe card is really good to print off and have within your business for other staff to refer back to, so they can know exactly how the meal is meant to be served, how it's meant to be looked by the photograph there, what ingredients are meant to go inside, how it's prepped prior. So if you're doing prep prior to the day of service, which hopefully you are, it knows exactly how each item within that menu gets prepped ready to go out to your stall. And then the serving directions is how a person would put it together while working in the stall to serve to a customer, and exactly what tray it goes into or service plate, depending what you're serving in. To calculate your cost of goods is this little guy here. What you're looking to do here is fill in the grey areas. Along the side here is every single ingredient that is listed up above within the ingredients listing and how much is going into each meal. Start off by each component and how much it costs for you to buy it. So if you're buying chicken breast, by the kilogram or by the pound, depending where you are, that cost of per pound or per kilo goes in here, and then divided by how much you want to break it down to. So if you're buying it by the kilogram, then you could write 1,000 to make it 1,000 grams. It brings it down to a cost per unit. So cost per gram in this case would be 1 cent. And then because you're serving 100 grams of chicken breast within that meal, it brings it out to, or you put in your serving size, and then it breaks it down to cost you $1.20 per meal for just the chicken. You do that with every single item within that meal. Then at the end, it'll bring you out a total cost for that meal that it's going to cost you in product to serve it to the customer. Along the side here, we've also got this added little bonus, the meals that you're looking to serve. So if you're looking to serve 50 meals on a day, it can tell you exactly how many grams that you need or how many bulk products. So in this case, if you're looking to serve 50 meals, you need 5 kilograms of that chicken. These templates are changeable to how they suit you. This is how I use it, so I know exactly what it's doing, but you can change all of these items so that you understand it and make it really easy for you. This is the example that you can always refer back to. Your recipe card here is the second tab. Now, if you're looking to do multiple items, obviously just copy it over and make a new sheet, so you'll have multiples of these menu items within your folder, within your food safety program, which I hope you all have, and you can understand exactly how much things are going to cost. Bringing it back over here to the cost of goods calculator. So you know that within this meal here, it's costing $3.42, including the packaging there, to make that meal. So let's just do this for example. The cost of that dish is $3.42. and we want to sell it on site for $12. And it's going to bring up your cost of goods. So it's telling you that the cost of goods on that meal is 28.5%, which for me is too high. As I said earlier, I always try to aim between 15 and 25%. Ideally, 20% is a great margin for you because there's so many other costs involved in this business. If you can keep your food costs at 20%, it's a really good indicator of the margin that you're going to make no matter where you're trading. So you can adjust this to vary to bring this down. So you might look at, okay, this needs to cost us $15, and it brings it down to 22%, which is much more approachable. And then on the side here is a really section that a lot of people sort of don't realize that can be helpful to them, and that's meals prepped for the week. If you're planning your week ahead, you know you've got 3 events, you're looking to serve 50 meals per day of this, and you punch in there 150 meals you're looking to serve of this each week. The weekly cost of goods for you is going to be $513. And that's great for forecasting. Understanding what costs are going to be coming to you is keeping you on track and not overspending and really reducing wastage. The week after, you might decide, okay, I only need 120 meals, and you know that that week's bill is going to be $400. And then you do that with every meal that's on your menu. And then at the end, let's just do a couple more just for interest sake. $2 is going to cost $10 on our menu. $3, it's going to cost us $12 on the menu. And we're prepping 111 meals and maybe 170 of those ones. So you can see that the week's cost is going to be $1,142 just in produce or stock purchases for that week. You've got 401 meals that you can sell through your 3 days of service. And the beauty of that is you can adjust them up and down. You can see exactly how much it's going to cost. And then on the other end, you can see how much you're going to make as well. So I really recommend jumping in and downloading the cost of goods worksheet that we have here. It's going to help keep your costs in line, because once your costs blow out, you'll find that your margin disappears and you don't know where your money's going. If you are calculating your cost of goods every single week, you'll be able to keep that cost under control.